Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Liam to brace for his experimental procedure. Bridget and Finn respect the case's adaptability. Liam's surgery. We know that he formerly had an operation from the projectile crack. That crack is healing nicely, but there's still another medical problem. Liam still has an inoperable brain excrescence. Before Luna's shootout, Grace was trying to get Liam to agree to an experimental procedure. At the time, Liam was unsure because the pitfalls were nerve damage and being bedridden. After nearly going out through a projectile, Liam has decided he does want further time, indeed if it comes with pitfalls. Liam specifically mentioned staying around for his little girls, Beth and Kelly. Bridget and Finn. The two will talk about the recent medical cases, including Luna's death and Liam's survival. Bridget and Finn should find out about Liam's surgery. It'll be at a different sanitarium, however, and it'll be the coming day. With Liam going missing laterally in the week, I wonder if not everyone is told about the surgery? Bridget and Finn will be in admiration. Both croakers. We'll note on Liam's adaptability after everything he's gone through. Not only has he plotted with a brain excrescence, but is only allowing about others since the opinion. Also, he got shot saving Steffi while still having that brain excrescence. That clearly is veritably miraculous. Luna really die as Lee claimed? The last time we saw Luna, she was alone with Lee, but was alive and got through surgery. Also, she suddenly failed in recovery? When Sheila asked for details, Finn just told her to concentrate on her own recovery. Brooke has some big opinions to make. Will Brooke fly to Italy with Jack? Bill and Grace will strike a shady Liam deal while Finn and Bridget get suspicious. Now that Bill knows about Liam's inoperable brain excrescence, he'll be hopeless for a life-saving result. Since Liam is primarily Grace's case, Bill will turn to her for help and ask if there's any real stopgap for Liam. Grace will admit theirs and present a surgery option, bone. That presumably involves some experimental ways and comes with plenitude of pitfalls. It'll also come with a hefty price label, but Bill will dip into those deep pockets of his and supposedly pay plutocrat to give Liam a chance at survival. Grace will feel relieved over the bank account transfer laterally since someone's putatively been hounding her about plutocrat. Can Grace really be trusted since her motives for saving Liam aren't entirely pure? This may be a situation where Grace is facing pitfalls and trying to pay off debt related to Dr. Reese. Someone from the medical community may be obliging Grace and trying to use Liam as a lab rat. Grace does feel invested in keeping Liam alive. This parlous surgery could be Liam's stylish stopgap at sticking around for his daughters, so Bill will hope for a positive outgrowth. While Bill nervously awaits the results of Liam's procedure, Finn and Bridget will realize commodity is out. Grace will break protocol with her forthcoming moves, so Bridget and Finn will grow suspicious about what's really going on then. Indeed, Liam himself will feel rather bewildered as he gets rushed into another operation. Grace may promise Liam that it's all going to be okay, but he'll have questions that may not get answered right now. The secrets Grace is keeping will unravel sooner or laterly. Bill to steal a body from the sanitarium. It's also teased that Grace operates on Liam. Luna made it through surgery. After Bridget left the operating room, Lee was left alone with the case. Also, everyone was suddenly told that Luna failed in recovery, but there are dubieties about that. Bill continues to supplicate Steffi to let him see Liam. Steffi blames Bill for getting Luna out of captivity. At the same time, Steffi is Aunt Liam's partner and she probably has no say-so over who visits Liam. It seems that Liam will have another operation. This bone will be done by Grace while Bill waits. So, I wonder if Grace tells Bill about the excrescence, and he tells her to do the surgery? After the surgery, Finn and Bridget phenomenon at Liam's adaptability. Bill steals an unconscious Liam from the sanitarium. It looks like that's not the only body that disappears from the sanitarium. Lee is looking awfully suspicious regarding Luna's death. Finn, Sheila, and Deacon all mourn Luna. Of course, Cleric likely thinks that everyone is better off with Luna dead. He'll be there to support Sheila. Perhaps Deacon and Poppy will bond over their abomination of Luna. Indeed, though Finn didn't trust Luna and kept her at arm's length, he'll mourn as well. This could actually give an occasion for Sheila and Finn to bond on a deeper position. I also anticipate that the only reason Steffi allows Finn to mourn Luna is because Sheila helped save her life. Brooke, Taylor, and Ridge band together. The triad will unite and supplicate for Liam to survive. Liam will suffer a million bone surgery while Nick has an Italy offer for Brooke. Nick refusing to let Brooke go down the same old road with Ridge again. Nick will push Brooke to embrace a fresh launch with him rather, starting with romantic flight together. Brooke will be taken suddenly when Nick asks her to fly to Italy with him as part of their new morning. Although Brooke will presumably need a chance to pound it over, she'll indeed end up going to Italy with Nick latterly this month. Bill will ask Dr. Grace if there's any real stopgap for his son. Liam can also be seen on the operating table looking unsettled over what's passing to him. Finn and Bridget agitating how this isn't standard protocol. There'll surely be some enterprises and reservations about what Grace is over to. Grace looking at some word on her phone, which confirms that a transfer is complete. Bill would pay anything to help Liam survive, so it looks like he'll force this plutocrat, and also Grace may make sure it gets in the hands of whoever seems to be draining her. There's been some talk recently about Grace's ex-husband, Dr. Reese, who had serious debt problems. Is Grace dealing with some drama because of her former honey? Could someone connected to Dr. Buckingham be forcing Grace to push an experimental and extremely parlous treatment? It's clear that Grace is hiding some big secrets that'll affect Liam's story. Liam's rearmost surgery will pave the way for indeed further marvels since Bill's going to make some other daring moves. Lee is a hard case to crack. She had a deep abomination for her family, Poppy. She makes it clear in every breath that her family is the queen of medicines and men. Lee indeed shifted some of that hate onto her son, Luna, especially when she started her payoff spree. But now she's had an unforeseen change of heart. Lee called Luna a poor, tortured soul who no way had a chance because of her careless mama. Why is Lee suddenly defending Luna? If Luna is still alive. Lee's cold address turned warm and kind. She empathized with Luna's pain in a discussion with Finn. Lee shocked when she said that Luna wasn't born bad. She just turned out that way because of her lozenge-popping and bed-hopping mama. But is Poppy really to condemn? Luna was the bone. Who chose to kill these innocent people? No bone. Differently did that for her. Lee would launch a hate crusade against Poppy and Luna. Now, she's come around to her bastard because she still has fond recollections of her from when she was a youthful girl. Lee is regretful over the woman that Luna's come. But this is a shocking change. Lee's unforeseen defense of Luna came out of nowhere. Lee was distraught over the idea of losing Luna during surgery. She did whatever she could to save her bastard. Still, she had to break the news that Luna had failed. She was shocked by Poppy's cold wave-hearted response. Poppy admitted that she was glad that her son was gone. She no longer had to deal with her crazy capers presently. Lee could be acting this way to stick it to her family. She doesn't like anything that Poppy does. We can't ever see them having a loving relationship because Poppy will no way live up to Lee's norms. It's a case of damned if you do, damned if you do'n't. Poppy and Luna used to have a close relationship, which bothered Lee. Poppy was a free spirit who took capsules to calm her jitters, but it did impact her life, so Lee couldn't argue that. Lee was too hypercritical to have a relationship with her family and bastard, and their close relationship annoyed her. Lee assumed that her family had an affair with her hubby, but she couldn't prove that. She advised Luna not to intern at Forrester Creations. Also, she advised Finn not to have a relationship with his son. Formerly Luna was pardoned for her crimes. Now, she's trying to find another way to duck Poppy from her life. She's using Luna as a pawn in her sanctimonious game.